It's the Fly Guy for TekSushi.com. Another one, the final of our wave of Marvel Legends Infinite Series Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man figures. This one is Black Cat, and we'll show you the figure in just a sec. There's a quick look at the packaging, nice little Spidey logo at the top. And as we go through, there's not much in the background of the packaging beneath the figure, just a bit of a web. But a nice touch at the bottom of the packaging there, the Legends kind of shiny logo. And it says Skyline Sirens rather than just say Black Cat, because she is going to be repackaged with Spider-Woman, it seems to be, in wave 2 of this line. Again, I love how it says distributed in Australia, even though we'll probably never get these damn things. Nice artwork on the side of the packaging and some detail there. And again, as usual, there's some glimpses at the back of the kind of text, at the back of the packaging. There's a look at Spider-Woman, Spider-Girl, whatever the hell she's called. Black Cat's coming up, we'll just show you in a sec. And there is bits and pieces of the figures in the wave. They look very good. Electra looks fantastic there with a half face along with Spidey. This figure comes with a part for the Build-A-Figure Green Goblin, but rather than show you an arm or a leg or just a piece, we'll show you the Green Goblin as a full-on figure in its own separate review. That is the packaging, nothing else there. I bought this at DorkSideToys.com. You'll find a link to buy it directly underneath. Love you, Dorkside Toys. Fantastic. Came in minty fresh condition, even though I probably won't keep the boxes. They're still beautiful, so a nice option to have. And again, we don't even get these in Australia, so I'm just very grateful. I have somewhere I can buy all this stuff. So I've already pre-ordered Wave 2, which is going to have, as we've said, Spider-Man, Spider-Girl, Spider-Woman, and Toxin, which is the other figure. And of course, Boomerang, that's the other figure to come in the wave. So 3 more to come. This is a pretty beautiful figure. And yes, I'm looking above the cleavage first of all, but yes, pretty beautiful cleavage too. Just a really good looking figure. I love the colour and the paint application on this. There's a bit of Black Cat bum for you boys. And nicely done overall. Cool little white high heels she's got, but it's this almost Snow Bunny Padme kind of ice blue that's been put on the thighs and the boots and on her hair. So let me get a good close-up of that for you. Sharpen that up, hopefully. Just beautiful detail. The swirling in that hair, the way it's been done. Man, it's always about the hair. I swear to God. Jennifer Aniston was onto something. So, very beautifully done. It's just painted well. Look at the facial sculpt there and the paint on it. Beautifully done. Let me get a proper zoom-in close-up for you. There we go. So, lots of nice detail with the eyes. The little pennant she's got in the lips, just paint application, 100% is beautiful. Even the little silver tab at the bottom of the breasticles is just really nice. Not a great deal going on in the body in terms of ripples or skin tones or muscle. It's all pretty plain, really. This perfect little buttocks there at the back there. Sorry, just can't keep looking. But yeah, not much else going on. The suit's pretty plain. A nice detail on the boots though. Again, that little furry piece up at the top of each boot, down to those nice little high heels, which make it just look kind of cool. Peg holes in the bottom too, which is nice. And not much else to show you in terms of the figure. The weapon that she's got comes with this kind of claw. Let's show you that in a little bit more detail. So it's got a kind of silvery, nice paint to it. And that effect there of the rope is nicely done as well. As you can see, the kind of black paint's fallen nicely into the plastic groove, the way it's been put together. Comes down to kind of a whip handle, whatever you call this thing, I do not know, but it's nicely done. Nice effect. I mean, in some cases, you've got to remember, in 3 3/4 figures, we've had figures with whips or things that have been a piece of string made by Hasbro. So, you know, this is pretty good. So I'm pretty impressed. So, nice looking figure. Unfortunately, she does have a couple of flaws, and that is the hairpiece, as beautiful she is to look at, is incredibly difficult to move. So, as soon as you turn, her head just pops off. So, literally, you're posing it that way, and that's what you're getting. You're not getting anything else, which is fine. I don't mind so much, but it would have been nice to get that raised up in a peg, just to get a little bit of movement. But when the hair's that good, we shall not complain. So, pretty much, she does not move. It causes this huge arching bit at the back, but yeah, it's a small point to kind of have. And again, I'll be displaying it kind of like this anyway. The other issues Standing, as you can imagine, and we'll talk about articulation in just a sec, little hard to stand on this, and I've whinged about this in every single Marvel Legends review. We need stands, Hasbro, we need stands. Now, NECA might be coming to a rescue, but damn it, you gotta get stands for these things. I'm paying a fortune for separate stands from a Japanese store to try and get these things, to get something to hold these figures, but we really do need stands. So hopefully some of the design team, and we can ask the guys at Toy Fair this year at Hasbro, just, can we get some stands? Driving us nuts. So good figure overall, great paint application, loving it. In terms of articulation, as you saw, once you pop that head off, it's literally a ball joint. She does have fairly limited articulation in the rest of her, but all in, not too bad. So the ball joint with a hinge at the top of those shoulders, she's also not got the swivel bicep that the other figures I should say have, but she does have a bendable elbow. We also have a swivel wrist. There is no other articulation on that, so there's no back and forth or up and down kind of movement. She's literally stuck with that swivel, so it's a little limiting, but it's not too bad overall. You'll see the figure does move up at the torso, way, and so there's plenty of movement going on there. Straight down to the ball joint with the hinge at the tops of those thighs. You'll see the swivel, obviously, at the tops of the thighs down there as well, and she's got a double joint at the knees, which is certainly pretty good. And the boots don't rotate at all, but we do get these rockin' vonkels, the Dave Vonner ankles, otherwise known as vonkels, so rather good. And of course, the peg holes. Great looking figure, 6 inches of a very cool looking Spider-Man villainess. Love it, absolutely love it. Love to know your thoughts on it. Any good Black Cat novels, trade paperbacks, comics, love to know your thoughts on that. Please do leave a comment below if it was a good video or not. We need your feedback, we need to know. So if you want to write down, and even if you're a troll and you're going to join us and say, we fucking hate you, go ahead, lovely. We'd love to hear from you. Either way, we just want to know, what do you think of the figure? Good, bad, or not? If you want to join us on some other social channels, you can. The link is also underneath the video if you're watching on YouTube to buy this, as well as the social channels. Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and Twitter is where you'll find us. And that's it for me. That's the Spider-Man Marvel Legends figures. Next up is going to be Green Goblin to review him, because he's the Build-A-Figure part from all of these figures. So, again, just to be clear on this one, this is the little flyer you get inside the package. And as you can see, the Skyline Sirens come with the torso. So this figure came with the Green Goblin torso. But we'll show you that in the next figure review. That's it from me and Black Cat. I'm off to look at our bottom, and we will see you for another figure review. Cheers.